Hi friends, my name is Prema Simran and today we'll learn about pointers in Go. So let me share my screen and show you how the pointers works in Go. So basically in C, C++, if you have that background, you know pointer is something which is called as the location to the value. Let me explain you. I live here and I have an address. So if you have to reach out to me, you need to first know my address so that you can reach out to me. Now the pointer is not available in Java, which means you have to have the object reference. And in Java, everything is passed by reference, like call by value, call by reference. What does that mean? If I'm calling a method, I'll pass the object reference of that for whatever the object I try to update or do anything. Based on that, things would work. But let me give you one simple case here. So we have a simple program in Go which has a struct of the person, and then what we are trying to do here is we are trying to first print out the we have a method which is attached to that struct. So we would say whatever is the first name of that person, that is working. So let's do that. Now we see that it's working fine, everything is good. Now we need to update a value in the struct. So as soon as what we have a method, and the method takes the argument name of type string. As soon as it takes it, it would update the person's first name, and the person is the struct, which is the receiver, right? So simple, so cool till here. Now the complication begins, and we need to use the pointers concept once we understand it. So I say person, and then I would say update name, and the name of the variable here is Mira, and I want to update the name with Asim, and I run this. So first, what would happen? We have populated few values for the struct over here, and then we are calling this update method, which is supposed to override this method with this. And then when we call print method, print is trying to take the value, updated value, probably whatever is the value of first name, and it's working, right? So run this and Swasti should turn in a seam. Oh no, it didn't even update. Why this thing, why didn't it work? So what is happening in Go whenever you're trying to call a function, it is passed by value and not passed by reference. What does that mean? Is whenever this method is getting called, it would send a copy, not the original object. So internally, Go has copied all these values in the or the like the duplicate or the clone struct, and it got updated over there, but not here, right? Not here. So not here means in this guy. That's why we don't see the name. So how to do that? How to achieve it? To achieve it, when we are trying to update, we have to explicitly tell Go that don't pass the value, like the copy of the value, but pass the reference. So whenever we are trying to update, it should reflect in the same struct and not in the copy of that struct. So to do that, pointer is basically the address. So since we have this object called as Mira, so Mira, whenever this object is getting called, I'm just using object, you can think of it as struct or something, or the value of the variable. So whenever I'm trying to call this Mira, it has an associated address or a reference or a pointer. That's the same thing. So what I do here is I would go to update name, and then I would say that this thing would take a pointer. Just by making a simple change, the update would start happening, because now the update name is doing whatever it was supposed to do, but instead of doing this thing on the copy of the original uh, values, it is trying to access because of the reference or because of the pointer or because of the address of whatever the value which is located there, and it is trying to update it here. So now when we run that, we would get the desired output, which is supposed to be, instead of swasti, the first name would get updated to Asim. And bingo, there it works. So Asim has been printed here. So there are like a couple of things I just want to show you here. So the pointer is, so Mira is the variable, and as soon as you add the rate, then it would return the location of this value, wherever this value is being stored. So let me show you a diagram. So here what we see is that we have the person, and person has an associated memory location or address in the heap of the program or in the random access memory. So we can get the address of the value or the pointer of the value. So once we turn address into value, we do the star. And once we need to get the value of the pointer or the value of the, probably the value of the pointer, we do like the ampersand. So ampersand will give you the address, and then a star will give you the value for the address. So value for the pointer you can get it from star, and value for the address you can get it through the ampersand. So here let's do the format dot print ln, and then we'll print the address. So this will actually show you the location where this value has been stored. Let's run this. And then we'll see that once we get the location, like the address or the pointer, they're the same thing. Just don't get confused. If I say, or if you listen address, or if you listen pointer, which means it is something which is the same thing for the value. So value has an address, right? So value has an address, and then value has a pointer, and you can use it synonymally. So here is the location of Mira, and we are trying to print it. We could always do it something like this. Yeah, so we are able to see the address and the pointer through the address. So I hope this pointer thing you might be able to get a wrap around. Let me summarize. So once you pass anything to a function in Go, it is basically it assumes, and the natural thing is it would do the pass by copy. So it creates a copy and it does the verification on the copy. So original object or the value on the original stuff which you have sent out is not updated. So do that, you need to pass the reference, and for doing that, the reference is passed using the pointer. So just by making this shortcut for the pointer, which is asterisk, you can update the actual value of the struct and not in its copy. Thanks for watching, and I have a YouTube video and the code link as well attached with the YouTube, so you can watch it there. Bye bye.